Today we're going to find out the answer to the ever so pressing question. Are luxury brand sneakers really worth the price? Today I'm going to go through 3 pairs of sneakers that I've had for quite some time, and I'm going to evaluate whether or not they are actually worth the price. And I'm going to rate each sneaker on a scale of 1 through 5. 5 being like, this is amazing, this is spectacular. What are you doing watching this video? You need to pause this video, go and purchase this sneaker right now. Or 1, which means that I don't even know why I have this sneaker in my wardrobe and you shouldn't buy it. I don't even know if I'm trustworthy to go shopping anymore because I chose such a terrible sneaker. And I'm grading them based off of a rubric that I have kind of improved upon. I actually made a video about this the first time. It's gonna be up here somewhere. I don't know. I'm not good at YouTube, I'm sorry. So I'm going to rate them based off of, and I'm looking over here because I got the rubric over here because I don't know anything by heart. I'm basing this off of their overall design. Is it something that I see in other brands? Is it a little more common? And I'm also gonna base this off the quality of the materials used. Are they great materials? Is it good leather? Is it nice calf skin? Is it good suede? Is it something that's not of the earth? But it's still something strong and sturdy that holds up. I'm also going to grade this based off of the overall construction of the sneaker. Is it made well? Like, is it sewn together nice? Is it nice stitching? Is it Goodyear welded? It probably won't be Goodyear welded, but I'm just saying, like, did they put a lot of thought and effort into this? I'm also going to be basing this off of, are they comfortable? Like, is my arch going to just fall after walking 3 feet in these? And last but not least, I'm going to base this off of the longevity of the sneaker. Like, how have they held up over this long period of time? Do I think they're going to stand the test of time? Would I suggest actually getting a shoe like this if you're on a budget and you just want something that's going to last you for a long time? And also, this evaluation is based off of the original retail price of each sneaker. It's not based off the sale price or anything like that. It's based on the original markup. But before I get into all that, you're probably wondering, who are you? Unless you're already subscribed to me. But if you're not, you can always press that button that's over there somewhere. I don't know where it is. I'm not good at YouTube, but you can go ahead and press that. I am Staccato Louverture. Welcome to my channel. Here we talk about luxury fashion, we talk about streetwear, we talk about sneakers, because sometimes you're just scrolling on the internet, you see something you like, and it creates a need. Now let's get started. So the first sneaker that I'm gonna be evaluating is, I guess this feels like a channel favorite at this point. I've talked about this shoe a lot. It's the Balenciaga Track Runners. This is the box that it comes in. It's a basic gray box. And it has a dust bag that also, that was a lot of paper. It's a dust bag that can double as like one of those, those drawstring backpacks. And it's a nice material. This is a nice nylon. It's not bad. So the presentation is pretty decent. Now, as far as the shoe is concerned, this shoe is a mint color. It is made of synthetic materials. Like, there's no leather in this entire thing. All this is some form of synthetic fiber or kind of mold of some sort. And it has some interesting laces on it, like the way they're strung about. I've actually...
What was that?
Is it a dog? It's laced together really cool. Like, it has double laces. Look at that. Kind of a throwback to the 90s. As a kid, I always wanted like double laces like this. And this shoe is extremely chunky. Look at this. Look at that. That's ridiculous. And I wear a size 43, so it's not like it's super huge. But if we're talking about the uniqueness of this design is pretty interesting. Like, I don't see any other shoe like this besides other shoes from Balenciaga that have like a big, giant, chunky sole. But this was a shoe that I always felt like it was so ugly. I really did. I was like, this shoe is so ugly. Why would anybody want that? And then it came in this color and I was like, hey, wait. I think I'm a little smitten. I really am. I really enjoy this shoe. It is really different. I don't see anybody else with this actual colorway. Actually, I'm lying.
Guys, it was all a lie.
I went to a party one time. I went to an all-white party, ironically. I went to an all-white party, and there was some other lady there that had the same sneaker, same color and everything. I was like, really? I've never even seen anybody else on the street with Balenciaga track runners. But there she was. But anyway, as far as the materials are concerned, like I said, this is made out of synthetic materials. This is all faux leather, plastic, or vinyl. I'm one of those people that are really against synthetic sneakers. Like, I hate faux leather. I hate faux leather in general. I just don't like it. But this is really good material. Like, I know that this shoe was at first it was produced in Italy, and then they later outsourced it to China. I know people have this thing set in their head that Chinese made goods are just bad, but this is made really well, and it's held up very well. And on top of that, here's the main seller for me. These are the most comfortable sneakers I've ever had in my entire life. If you're a nurse, first of all, I know you probably can afford these if you're a nurse. But if you're a nurse, like an RN, if you're an ER nurse, I would suggest these. You can walk and be on your feet the entire shift, and you are not gonna feel any kind of pain. You're gonna feel good. You're gonna feel amazing, actually. So I suggest these for like people that are in like the medical field, that are walking around a lot and stuff like that. I think you'll really enjoy this. I think your feet will enjoy this and thank you for it. So if I had to rate this sneaker on a scale from 1 to 5, 5 being the best, 1 being why even bother, I'm gonna give them a 5 out of 5. I'm gonna give these a 5 out of 5. I think this is the first 5 out of 5 I've ever given out of this whole, well, this is only second kind of video like this, but still, this is the only 5 out of 5 I've ever given. I don't see too many downsides of this shoe other than the price. It was originally $1,050, but the shoe is amazing. Okay, I will name one downside now that I think about it. When you're driving, you gotta be careful with these because they go on the gas, like gas pedal goes down, but then when you bring your foot up from the gas pedal, it might hit the brake a little bit, and that might be a weird sensation. I remember the first time I wore these, I realized that, like at a light, and I was like, oh crap. So ever since then, when I drive with these on, I tilt my foot to the side like that, and then I press the gas. And then I press the brake, press the gas, press the brake, press the gas, press the brake. Otherwise, amazing shoe. I suggest everybody go out and get there right now. If you can find this on sale like I did, I find it on sale. But full price, it's not bad. Now, the next shoe that I got here is from Alexander McQueen. And it has this little insignia on the bottom side of the box. Now, when I open this box, okay, it has like, this kind of interesting insignia paper, but it didn't come with a dust bag. Like, I'm spending money on some luxury brand sneakers and there's no dust bag.
That's suspicious.
But anyway, on to the sneaker itself. It is a white sneaker. It's made out of leather. It has like this interesting perforation on the sides and also the top of the shoe. And the bottom is kind of unique too. I mean, you can tell that I wear these because, I mean, you see how dirty that bottom is. The bottom looks like, in my opinion, an artistic rendition of the moon surface, that is. Is it actually that? Probably not, but that's what I imagine when I see this bottom of the shoe. When people talk about the moon, I'm thinking, oh, the bottom of the shoe. Why did I think somebody was parking in my driveway? That was crazy. Anyway, on the back area, it has Alexander McQueen on there. So yeah, this is another chunky sneaker. But let's start evaluating some things. So, as far as the uniqueness of the design, I would say this is, I mean, it's a white shoe. I actually bought these for that same all white party that I was talking about. I bought these for that, and honestly, I was gonna get an Air Force One, but I was like, no, I want something a little more unique. And this is a little more unique. Has a chunky sole, has this interesting pattern that also extends to the side of the shoe. So when you're walking, you actually see that piece as well. Now, this sneaker was also made around the same time as the other Alexander McQueen sneakers that had the same kind of shape. There was the ones with the color on the back area, and the rest of it was white. It came out around the same time, and these were the ones that were not as popular, to be honest. I actually never seen anybody else with these, and to the point where I tried Googling these and I could not find this exact shoe. And I know these are authentic. I got these from an authorized retailer, but yeah, I cannot find this exact style anywhere. As far as the materials being used here, this is said to be made out of calf skin. Is it calf skin? I think it's leather. I really do. I think it's leather, but as far as like the leather quality is concerned, it looks like it's bonded leather, honestly. The way that it creases, I don't know if you can see that. You may not be able to see that on camera, but the way it creases reminds me of an Air Force One. And I think there's no secret out there that we all know that if you're into sneakers, you know that Air Force Ones are not the greatest quality sneaker. They just aren't. This shoe is significantly more expensive. This is like, what, 4 times more expensive? And this thing is not made that well. It really isn't. It's stitched together all right. Like this, it's not falling apart or anything like that. The rubber isn't like, you know, detaching or anything like that. But yeah, the materials are not that premium for a high fashion house. Now the inside part is a little softer, but the rest of it, I mean, it's not that hard. I'm actually touching the wood insert, but yeah, it's kind of tough. Even to the point where, as far as like wearing it is concerned, it took a minute to break these in. I was at the all white party. It's the first time I wore them, and my feet were hurting until I had a few sips in me, and then they weren't hurting anymore. But otherwise, like the days afterwards, while I tried to put these back on, it wasn't comfortable. I tried putting on 2 pairs of socks, and that kind of helped. And now it's a lot better, but it took a lot to get used to. It wasn't like a nice, supple sneaker. As far as its longevity is concerned, it really hasn't held up that well. I mean, it's a white sneaker. It's going to get those stains that just don't come out at all. But, I mean, it's really creased up. Even on the side, I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't see it on the camera. But trust me when I tell you, it is really creased up. If you look at some of the perforation, like you can see that the skin has kind of, or maybe the top grain or the, what do they call it? The coating that you put over leather, it's kind of separated from the rest of the skin, and you can tell that's how it's creasing. And it's just not made well for the price. So if I had to give this thing a grade, I'd probably give it a 2. I give it a 2, and the only reason why I'm not giving it a 1 is because it's a little interesting. You know, it's not just the average white shoe. It's not like what are those sneakers called? A Common Project or something like that, where it's kind of really minimalist. This got a little something going on with it. I mean, you know, the perforation kind of gets wide and it gets thinner on both sides. Like you see that? It's a wider circle, then it gets a little smaller. It's interesting. It really is. It's an interesting take based off of all the other shoes that were made during this time. And I'll be real with you, on a shopping trip that I did, like a while back, I went to the Alexander McQueen outlet, and all of those shoes that had that same style, all of the leather was hard. Horrible, horrible leather. I don't know what Alexander McQueen is doing. I think that was the Sarah Burton era. So I don't know what Sean McGear is doing. They have a better quality sneaker called the Flexion. It's just not that attractive, but it's better leather quality. It's a lot more supple than this. So yeah, I don't suggest getting these. Even if you find them used, or if you find them used, they're probably gonna be worse. I mean, if you find it on an extreme discount, maybe if you're feeling like you just want this kind of style, but otherwise, I wouldn't get it. Last but not least, I have from a brand that I really enjoy, and it is Maison Margiela. And the shoe that I'm gonna evaluate is the Replica. Another replica. So in my last video, I did do a review on my other blue replicas, but they're high tops, these are low tops. And this one has a unique coating all over it that makes it this yellow color. This is not the leather's natural color. I think the leather's natural color is white, if I'm not mistaken. And I've had this shoe out of its box for a little bit, and it is super dusty. Like, this kind of coating is a little sticky to the touch, so it attracts a lot of dust and debris, but you can just wipe this off and it'll be fine. As far as the design is concerned, besides the yellow coating, it's not really a super eye-catching design. Like, they make gats in so many different brands. In fact, Adidas made a GAT lately. Adidas for those across the pond. Steve Madden also made a GAT. So a lot of people make a GAT, but I would say the main brand that's made the GAT kind of famous would be Margiela, in my opinion. This is my opinion. I don't know. Just saying. Just my opinion. But I would say what makes this shoe unique is the yellow coating itself. Otherwise, it would just be a nice, you know, GAT from Margiela. Now, as far as the quality of the materials used, like, the leather quality is really nice. But I will say this, you can't really tell how nice the leather quality is because of the coating. The coating kind of makes it impossible to kind of feel the grain of leather, which is one of the hallmarks of the Margiela GAT, in my opinion. The shoes are made really well with great materials. The leather is impeccable, but I really can't tell that because the coating. But otherwise, the inside, nice leather, soft leather, calf skin, like really calf skin, Alexander McQueen. The only strange thing about them is that they have these brown laces. I think black laces would probably be better, and I haven't switched them at all. I thought I was gonna switch them. I haven't switched them. I'm fine with it, to be honest, but yeah, I think if they had used a different color lace, it would have been nicer. Now, as far as comfortability is concerned, they are pretty comfortable. Now, are they as comfortable as the high top version?
No.
No, they're not as comfortable as that because they don't have that kind of ankle support, that minimal amount of ankle support. But they're still pretty comfortable because, I mean, the shoe is made out of nice materials, nice soft materials. The inside has good arch support. The insert is pretty soft. It's a really well-made shoe. I'm gonna also show you the bottom. You see that I wear these. As far as longevity is concerned, there aren't many like folds or creases. Even though this thing has this coating, I was thinking that this coating was gonna like crack or, you know, bend up and stuff like that. It really hasn't done that. Although I see like a little piece of white right there that's just peeking through. But yeah, I really thought it was gonna just crack up. But the very nature of this sneaker is the aspect of deconstruction and aging. So this shoe is supposed to age and crack off and pieces fall, and you're supposed to see the white come through. Now, has the white really come through that much? Not really. But I'm fine with that because I like the yellow color. I bought them because they were yellow. But yeah, very well-made shoe, very interesting. I really enjoyed them myself. If I were to give them a rating of some kind, I would say out of 5, I would give it a 4. It's made really well, it's nice, it's unique, but it isn't like super like just, whoa, oh my God, I've never seen anything like that before. It's still the basic GAT design. It's just got a coating over it. And it's a very bright color. But yeah, if you can find these, actually, I'm going to put a link because I did find one of these variations on Ukes before. I think they came in the red and the blue, and I still haven't seen the yellow. I'm sorry, y'all. I haven't seen the yellow. But if I can find them, I'm going to put the link in the description just so you can possibly purchase them if you like. But anyway, y'all, if you enjoyed the video, give me a like for the algorithm. We want people to see this video. And also, don't forget to give me a comment. Tell me what you like. Tell me if you had experience with any of these sneakers, and give me a little spiel in the comment section. I'd be interested to read it. And also, again, don't forget to subscribe. I do this all the time. Am I consistent? Not really. But I promise you'll enjoy the video every time it drops. So again, y'all, I am Staccato Luvetier, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.